Welcome to this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. I'll bring you the latest news and what's going on around NASCAR. We'll hit the highlights from last week's race, and I'll give you my fantasy picks for this upcoming week. Join John and I for all things fantasy, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun while we do it. Stick around. Holly's Racing Fantasy is sponsored by Fifth Down Fantasy. For the latest NFL news and pro football and NASCAR picks, trust the gang over at Fifth Down Fantasy. Since 2016, Fifth Down Fantasy has been a favorite destination for football fanatics looking for smart and savvy advice and analytics. Visit fifthdownfantasy.com today. Fifth Down Fantasy, real fantasy advice by and for real fantasy players. Okay, here we are. It's the week after an elimination race. We have 12 drivers that are left in the Cup Series that will race their way toward a championship, and we have 4 drivers who are cut out. So
bye-bye.
Let's just go straight.
So long,
farewell.
You gotta go to bed.
Okay, here it is. And this might surprise some of you. Now, 2 drivers that I put in my bold picks last week, they did not win, but funnily enough, they rode their way into the next round. And that, funnily enough.
Is that a word?
I'm making it a word.
Oh, funnily. Okay.
Yeah. And that is Martin Truex Jr. and Bubba Wallace.
The Martin man.
They both made their way into the next round of 12, and the points reset after the elimination. So Martin Truex Jr. is sitting very comfortably in the number 2 playoff standing position right now.
That's awesome.
It will not be as stressful for him this week.
He needs to be comfortable. He's earned it.
Yes, he has.
Yep.
Now, let me tell you who is no longer with us. Now, they can still obviously race for a win, but anything they do will not be toward the championship.
Gotcha.
Okay, Michael McDowell is out.
Uh-oh.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is out.
Bye-bye.
Kevin Harvick is out.
Wow. He was never in it.
I know. And last year's championship driver, Joey Logano, is out.
First time ever in this new format.
I know.
That a returning champion.
That's right.
Is not,
that did not make
that
it.
That got the first time he's gone.
Right. Is eliminated in the first round.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to say. Blah,
yes.
blah, 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 blah.
So let me tell you who's left, everybody. William Byron. And I'll do this in order of who's at the top ranking right now. Okay. William Byron has the most points. Tied with Martin Truex Jr. technically.
Okay.
They both have the same amount of points, but Byron has more stage wins and more laps led.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin is 3rd.
Okay.
Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, and Tyler Reddick.
Nice.
Now, who's left, but now sits below the cutoff line for the next round?
These people are in trouble.
These people got to get their rear.
They got to get their booties mooties.
Get your booty moody, get your rear in gear, and get your junk in the trunk.
Really? My junk is in the trunk. It ain't coming out either. Ross
Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, and Bubba Wallace. Just when Bubba Wallace...
They're going to be flipping burgers if they don't get in.
Just when Bubba is comfortable enough to advance to the next round, he's already at a loss. He's
Bubba
already
maybe.
Like the last one.
Right.
Bubba maybe.
Bubba's always fighting.
He sure is.
Yep.
But God bless him.
Yep.
Okay, so the race recap for the Bass Pro Shops night race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Denny Hamlin was the winner of the race. He exited his car to a chorus of unclassy boos.
Boo.
Honest to God. I could have a whole show about that.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Hey, you know what?
For Pete's sake.
Holly.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a villain.
Everybody needs a villain.
Every sport,
absolutely.
Everything.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Denny's the new villain.
Right, because
We've talked about it.
We have. Because you know what? Kyle Busch doesn't actually win enough anymore for him to be a villain.
Right. He's
God
not that
bless
right.
Him. But he's on the downslope of that.
Exactly.
You know? So he's letting it fuel his fire.
Yep.
Kyle Larson came in second.
Okay.
Christopher Bell, the pole sitter, was third.
Okay.
Chris Buescher came in fourth.
Ooh.
I know. Ty Gibbs was fifth. Michael McDowell, 6. Chase Elliott, 7. Brad Kozlowski, 8. William Byron, 9th. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. came in 10th.
Every point matters.
Every
win matters.
Absolutely.
You know,
it really does.
Look at Michael McDowell. What do you say Michael McDowell came in?
Michael McDowell had all kinds of problems.
Yeah, but he still came in 6th. And you think like, the old days, that'd be like, oh, that's enough.
In the old days, that would have, you're exactly right.
The new days?
Yeah.
It ain't.
I don't mind mentioning.
That old days in the old car racing, that was fine.
That 6 was good enough.
6 was good enough. Get you right on down. Get yourself some free iced tea, some free sweet tea.
Sweet tea. I am going to tell you, Carson Hocevar came in 11th. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
And he actually got playoff points.
Are you stalking him? Seriously, what is going on with you and Carson Hocevar?
Nobody else outside of the Cup Series is racing
all
other
you
than
talk
Ryan
about
Newman.
Is this Carson Hocevar.
Well, if they're
Carson
Hocevar. Well,
right?
Yes. Well, if there were other people that were not part,
I don't know.
Carson,
I think you have a thing for him.
No, my God.
I do.
Oh my Lord.
Yep.
I am old enough to be his mother.
Well,
and I don't believe in that May, December things when it goes.
Chicks are into that, you know.
When the woman is December and the man is May, I don't buy it. Okay. It's not going to work out. Trust me.
Not for Carson.
Just ask Hugh Jackman's now soon-to-be ex-wife how that works.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's Hugh Jackman.
I know. I think that would be hard for anybody to be married to Hugh Jackman.
Well, when you marry your mother, it's not a good thing.
Oh, ouch. Ouchie.
Ooh.
Well, you know.
Hey, this isn't a Hollywood, this is not a Hollywood podcast.
No, they're like, she was 15 years older than he was. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it's kind of cool when you're 20.
It's fine. But, you're dating like someone's hot mom.
Right.
When you're 20.
Yeah, someone's hot mom, but then she becomes your grandmother.
Right.
When you turn 50, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'd be talking about Ryan Newman, if he were doing anything.
Right, the Mad Hot Dog.
Right, the Mad Hot Dog. But he wrecked and he would finish last.
Yeah.
And, so I'm just, if it was anybody else, I'd be talking about them too.
Okay, well.
Because he's not in the Cup Series.
He's just filling
in. He's just filling in.
All right.
Plus, you know what? He's probably going to be when he comes up and my favorite driver retires, then, he'll probably be my favorite driver.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking
I like him, though. I got to be honest
I know
with
you do. I do, too.
I'm just picking on you.
He's a good kid.
Yeah. It's my job to pick on you.
It is your job.
Yeah. To deal with it.
It is. They have NASCAR announced that the LA Coliseum will once again hold the Busch Clash for 2024.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
At the Coliseum.
With Wiz Khalifa and Black Eyed Peas.
Yes. Total NASCAR.
It's going to be a total NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody get your hand in the air.
It's different wherever they race.
It is.
It really is. They are going into different cultures.
They really are.
And different, types of music and different types of.
Right, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
You gotta regatta.
You got a regatta. I mean, if you're going to be up in, you're going to be up in the Watkins Glen, you're going to get some northern rednecks.
Absolutely.
And not just rednecks. But,
no. That's okay. We take pride in our redneck status.
People think there's no rednecks in the north.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, there really are.
Yeah.
We're out there.
We sure are.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else we want to talk about in the Bristol night race? I'm glad it wasn't, it actually got off without a hitch, despite a little bit of rain here and there.
There was a little worry about it getting off, right, and with the rain, but it did. And, here we are, and it's over, and we're on to Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I say we...
I say too.
Let's move on to the news.
All right, let's move on to the news.
Okay.
All right. Time for NASCAR news.
It's time for the news. That will be old by the time you hear this.
Here's the thing, folks. We record our podcast every Wednesday night.
And NASCAR has something new like Thursday.
So that John has time to mix it.
Yeah.
And then every time we are done with our show, something the next day comes out and we're like a week late reporting it.
Yeah.
But you know what I like to count on? I like to say that you guys come to us, and it's not like this is big stuff. So you know what? We'll tell you the news. You might find out a little late.
Yeah.
But, it's here.
They caught that guy who escaped prison and killed, he was like,
Oh, that's right. The guy in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's not NASCAR news.
No, I was going to... I was going to say the Unabomber killed himself.
Did he?
Well, he got killed. He died in prison.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
God, that was months ago. Where have you been?
He did?
Yes.
I don't know.
Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, he killed himself? Or he just died?
I can't remember if he killed himself or if someone killed him.
Oh, geez.
You
need to ask your mother.
Yeah, but we should.
Yeah.
Here's the fun thing, folks.
Okay.
My mother knows how everybody died. John's mother knows when they died.
Right.
You could always count on Eileen to say, yeah, that was...
Yeah. I get the text alerts like...
Yeah, that was September 3rd, 1943 that he died. So...
Yeah.
He would have been 117 today.
Yes.
And my mom can tell you, okay, he did it with a switchblade and went right between the shoulder. It's fun.
He killed all his children.
Yes. He killed all of his children in the most gruesome way. Let me tell you about it.
Exactly.
So that's Merry Christmas.
And now Merry Christmas. Let's eat Christmas dinner.
God bless him.
Okay.
So Dale Jr. ran Bristol in the Xfinity in his Hellman's car.
Yeah.
And he caught on fire.
Dale Jr.'s on fire.
Oh, you've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
No, that's
Did that
improv.
just come out, really?
That just came out.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's not really funny. But
it's not funny. Thank God he's okay.
He's not on fire, but his car was on fire.
No, he was on fire.
Oh, he was on fire.
John.
I didn't see it.
John.
I know.
No, Dale Jr., his fire suit caught on fire.
Okay.
Yes, they had a positive wire short in the top of the dash, and the casing melted down onto the leg brace and caught the foam in the leg brace and the cloth cover of the leg brace on fire, and it burnt the leg off his uniform.
Wow, that's like a Bronx Tale and stuff. Remember that scene?
No.
When they threw the gas thing in the car.
I think I only saw that
like crazy.
One. I only saw that once.
Yeah.
So I'll have to watch it.
All right, well.
But he said that if he had to go another lap, he would have blistered.
Really?
But they got him out. They dragged him out of the car. He was fine. He said he has no burns, but he just barely escaped.
I want a fire suit.
Now, let me tell you something. I've written articles about fire suits.
Have you?
I have.
Okay.
And there is a sanctioning body. It's the SFI Foundation.
Okay.
And they test fire suits. Everybody's got to submit their samples, and they have to run tests, and they have to be approved. And your fire suits are supposed to be able to snuff out a fire within like 3 to 10 seconds, depending on what level it's at.
Snuff it out. How do they do that? Like AI and stuff?
Well, it's a material that will only burn for like 3 seconds, and then it like self-extinguishes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the fact that this didn't self-extinguish, actually NASCAR is calling for that fire suit.
Wow, they should.
Yes, because they're going to find out what happened.
Okay.
Because
they should.
Yeah, because it should have gone out, like I said, depending on what type it was, between 3 and 10 seconds.
Okay.
So, but thank God he's okay. Yeah, no, he was actually on fire.
He kind of has bad luck.
Yeah.
Is it,
it's like the Kennedys. The Earnharts are like the Kennedys.
Yeah. He needs to say like his prayers every night and
he probably
morning before
does.
he leaves the house. Like his planes crash, his cars
crash. Oh my God, you're right.
Remember?
I know.
I mean, he gets in car. It's like.
I know.
Man.
Yeah. Here's a little more NASCAR news.
Okay.
Daniel Hemrick, who you all remember, was in the Cup Series.
I love Daniel Hemrick.
Oh, he's an Xfinity driver. He was in the Cup Series a couple years ago. He drove the number 8, but he got sent back down to the Xfinity.
Okay.
He is coming back up to the Cup Series. Daniel Hemrick coming back up to the Cup Series. He is going to run for K-Leg Racing.
That's cool.
He's going to take over the 31.
Okay.
Of Justin Haley, because again, as we may or may not know, Justin Haley is moving over to Rick Ware for the upcoming season. So Daniel Hemrick will be back up in the Cup Series. Rick Ware. I am very careful about
some of these words and things together.
Rick Ware Racing. You have to really think about it.
Yeah.
SVG, Shane Van Ginsenbergen.
SVG won't let me be.
Oh. SVG is coming over, and he signed a deal with Trackhouse Racing, where he is going to run in the Truck Series, the Cup Series, and the Xfinity, and the late models.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, he's going to be bouncing around
Trackhouse.
For the next. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Zane Smith, in 2025, Trackhouse is going to add a third full-time car to its load. So for next year, Zane Smith will be riding. He'll be running with Spire Motorsports for one season.
Okay.
Spire has like an affiliation with Trackhouse.
Okay.
They're like a partner team, and then he'll come over full time for Trackhouse in 2025.
Wow.
And Zane Smith currently runs an Xfinity, but sometimes he does a couple Cup Series Cup Series runs.
Okay. Trackhouse is like laying it down, man.
Oh, they are.
They are like, yeah.
Yeah, they are really laying it in.
Yeah.
They're laying it on thick.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have any other NASCAR news.
I have one bit of news.
Ooh. Do tell.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Kyle Larson was here in Wilmington.
He was.
Yesterday, which would have been Tuesday, right?
Absolutely he was, yes.
Yeah, he was at New Hanover High School.
He was at New Hanover High School talking to all the kids.
And his pit.
And his pit crew.
And his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let the kids, like they were trying to like recruit like pit. They were like running the car and they were, you know.
They got the opportunity to work with the pit crew and see what they could do and get out there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
and then they gave like 25,000 Hendricks to their school. That was like just awesome.
I know, that is very awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I love Kyle.
He really is, despite anything that has happened in the past. He's a good kid. Which that made me think of something, but I can't remember what.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, if I should have tried to pose as a high school student and sneak in there.
We should have.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say I always thought that my brother would be a great pit crew guy.
Oh yeah, Derek.
Man, yes.
Oh yeah.
I wish.
The strength.
Oh
the
my
speed,
Lord, strength, the stamina, the speed,
agility,
the focus,
whatever you want to call it.
Oh my God, my brother can lift like sofas above his head. Like when we're moving, he's like, "Oh, I'll take this," and he'll pick up a sofa and like walk. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I always thought he would be a great pit crew.
Yeah.
It's not too late, Derek.
Nope.
He's got all the mechanical talent too. So, all right. Anyway, so let's we're gonna close out our NASCAR news with a sad bit of news.
Yeah.
Is that on Sunday, Sherry Pollux, the longtime partner of Martin Truex Jr. until they broke up this year, she passed away.
Yep.
She was 44 years old. As those of you who may remember her and her beautiful spirit on the track, she was always there with Martin. Before she faced cancer, she was always there in the pits with him.
She was a staple in NASCAR.
She was a staple. And then even when she was fighting, she was there whenever she could be.
Yes, she was.
She was a big philanthropist. She did a lot with the cancer community. Even before she was diagnosed, she actually founded Catwalk for a Cause.
Oh, okay.
In 2010. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that was before either. I thought she did that after. It was as a fashion show that raises money in the fight against childhood cancer.
Wow.
And it brings everybody together and everybody dresses up and it's very like fashion show. And her and Martin used to go every year. And it was founded in 2010 and they've raised more than $4 million to fund cancer fighting initiatives.
Wow.
And she was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer in 2015, I think, or 14.
Okay.
And she was only 35. So I get, or 2012. No, 14. And
I'm terrible at math. So
I am too. We're terrible at math.
Yep.
And she really was. She fought a brave fight.
Yes.
Novant Health opened the Sherry Strong Medical Oncology Clinic in Charlotte. And, they've really made advancements in her name. And it's just, it's very sad. Her and Martin split up this year, just at the beginning of the year. And we hadn't heard much from Sherry. And apparently, she was not doing well.
Yeah.
Catwalk for a Cause was last week. And she received a standing ovation despite the fact that she wasn't there. And she passed away on Sunday, which is so very sad because I've been kind of following her journey all these years. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just thought she's gonna pull through. She's gonna make it. She
just had that spirit you just never thought you'd see.
No,
fade away.
No, and God,
it's very sad.
Very, very, very sad. So it was a very sad thing for me to see. I was very shocked when I saw the headlines come out on Sunday.
Yeah,
but I said to myself, it's kind of ironic that Martin Truex Jr. came from nowhere, from the back, somehow made it into those playoffs. So Sherry had a hand in that, maybe looking over him.
Yeah.
So condolences to everybody who knew and loved her, and Sherry Pollux, 1979 to 2023.
Is anybody there?
Yeah.
Hello?
I was listening to you sing.
Well, don't listen to me sing.
Well, you haven't been here.
Give me $1.
You haven't been here.
You still owe me for last week's race.
You weren't at last week's race.
Oh.
But I probably owe you from the time that you were.
Yeah, you owe me.
From Daytona.
Yeah.
So, Cooter, I haven't heard from you in a couple races, so
Yeah.
I just want to hear you sing.
Well, how long do you want to hear me sing?
I love it because you know I love that song.
I don't know the words. I just know Bristol Stomp.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all you have to know.
All right.
So, how did it go?
It went okay, I guess.
Well, okay, let's start
Well, Mikey
with...
McDowell's out, so he's all pissed off.
I'm sure he
It's
is.
good fun traveling with him now.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell me.
No, I'm going to ask you something.
Okay, ask me something.
How were your 2 weeks off?
They were good.
Did you stay in Daytona or did you travel around?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
That's none of your business, woman.
Okay.
I'm serious.
That's fine.
You know what? I can't put that on the air.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not gonna,
Did you?
There's legality issues. Let's just put it that way.
All right. You know what? Okay. How was Bristol then?
It was good.
All right. Good.
It was good. It was a really good time.
Okay.
I missed the dirt, though.
Yeah, I know.
Which reminds me
okay.
to mention that there will be no dirt race next year at Bristol.
No dirt race in Bristol.
Nope, no more mudding.
Oh, for 2024.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll bring it back after that.
Who knows? It's probably a big pain in the ass.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is to set up and mud, and we like it. I mean, it's fun mudding. That's fun.
Mud and mouses.
Mud and mouses.
Ooh, we need a T-shirt.
Mud and mouses. I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
What else about?
What else? Something. Oh, that besides no dirt, there's gonna be no NASCAR America track race.
No Road America?
No Road America. Where's that?
Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Yeah. There's gonna be no race there.
No Road America next year.
No Road America.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of two road. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
Sorry.
No.
My repeat button's on. Yeah.
That's okay. All right. So Denny Hamlin. So were the boos?
Denny Hamlin won. They booed him.
Was it really as bad as it sounded on TV?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh God.
Poor Denny.
I know.
Like he really gives a shit, people. Come on. Really, he cares. He cares what you people think.
I know.
He cries every night to sleep because you booed him. Because he won. Because he's a winner.
I know.
Lord.
I know.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Amen. I'm telling you right now.
I love it.
I'm taking you to church.
Take us to church,
Yeah,
Scooter.
man.
What else happened?
Guess who else got booed?
Who else got booed?
Bubba Maybe. Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Maybe got booed.
He got booed.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what's, when I was watching it on TV, I was hoping that it was just like that they were talking to him while Denny was getting booed.
Nope.
And I was hoping that they weren't really booing Bubba.
No, they were booing him.
That's pretty bad.
Racist bastards.
That's pretty...
I say it as it is.
This is why I love the Cooter Mouse segment,
racist
folks.
bastards. I'm going to tell you right now, folks.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, redneck racist bastards.
That's okay.
That's the only reason they boo him.
Well, probably.
Why would you boo him?
I don't.
The guy's fighting for his life. Hey, let's watch this race where this guy's fighting for his life to keep racing.
Yeah.
And then, wait, he made it. Boo!
I know.
Have another beer, people. I'm going to put some cheese in it.
Well, he came in like 14th.
I'm pooping your beer.
Ooh, that's kind of a good idea.
There's a poop in my beer, dee-la-la.
There's a poop in my beer, and I'm longing for you, dear.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
There's a tear in my beer. That's an old country song.
Right, there's a poop in my beer.
No, there's gonna be.
Yeah, I bet.
Grow up, people.
I know, it's so weird.
Man alive.
It's not like he came in 14th.
Wow, this guy. Why? He eats babies. So, we gotta boo him. I know he's racing for his life, but, he eats babies on the side. So, boo! Boo, Bubba! Are they gonna boo his crew chief, too, because he's in a wheelchair? Hey, look at Booty! Booty Barker! He's in a wheelchair! Let's boo him, too! Boo!
Well, that's what classless people do.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not wrestling, folks.
I know, right?
Wow, it's not like entertainment. These people have feelings and families.
Right. I know. Well, to be honest, Bubba claims that he loves it and it just fuels his fire.
Yeah.
So you know what? I hope it keeps fueling it.
I hope so.
I know.
But that's pretty much it for Bristol.
Are you going to Texas here?
Oh, yeah.
I bet. Texas.
Yeah.
The old redneckies.
I need some Texas barbecue and line dancing. You ever see a mouse line dance? It's pretty pathetic. We just get kicked all over the floor. It's like a pinball. It's like a pinball machine.
Yeah. Cooter, the things you come out with.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, we'll send...
That segment's going pretty long, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen you.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Let me talk.
Okay,
Can I talk?
So you're going to Texas?
Yeah.
Then you're going to go out to Talladega.
Dude.
Because that's Alabama.
Woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to every race.
Oh, okay, for the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
you're going to have to hear from me. Even if it's short, I'm going to say a little something.
Okay, well, it's playoffs.
Yeah.
It's the playoffs.
And I might have some trackside news report,
I know. There's only 7 races left of the season.
I know. Come on. 7 more chances to hear Cooter Dooter.
$7 more for Cooter Dooter.
7 more bucks. I need the money before the off season.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Cooter.
What? Yeah? You still there? Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, my hearing aid. I'm 2.5 years old. I'm just kidding. I'm not 2.5.
No.
You got me for 2 more seasons at least.
I'm
before you put me in hospice.
Jesus. Oh my God, I know.
What's so funny about hospice? Why are you laughing? What's wrong with you, woman?
You know what? I know.
I know.
It's
I'm
not
just
funny.
picking on you.
I know. I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
All right, Cooter.
Okay.
Head out.
All right.
Head out to Texas.
Sounds good.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Cooter Dooter.
Cooter Dooter over now.
Over now.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over what you are really here for.
We know what you came for. Don't lie to us.
And it's not the sexy booth guy.
No.
Because we don't have any this week.
No, we don't have any. Sorry.
Instead, we're going to fulfill your fantasy with my fantasy picks.
Ooh.
That's hot.
Yeah.
The Autotrader EchoPark Automotive 400 at Texas Motor Speedway on Sunday. Here are my NASCAR expert fantasy picks.
Okay, let's hear them.
First up, believe it or not, is Ryan Blaney.
Ooh.
I know, this guy has got to step it up.
Yeah, this is like his do or die race,
It's
right?
his do or die race, man,
Okay.
because you got Talladega next and then you got the Charlotte Roval.
Oh,
which, of
boy.
course, he's not terrible at the Roval, but this is the best chance.
Right.
So get your rear in gear there, Blaney.
Yeah.
Four top fives and
Give me
eight
a
top
win,
tens.
Blaney. Give me
Yeah.
you're on my fantasy team.
I know. He does have 3 DNFs, though. So,
boy.
but we'll see. You know what? He's got a good average rating here, so we'll see. Ryan Blaney. Next up, Tyler Reddick. I mean, that just goes without saying. Tyler Reddick is really having a hot season. And let me tell you something in his 4 races here. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna bake your noodle.
Okay, bake it.
Tyler Reddick has raced here 4 times in the Cup Series. He has 1 win, and he has 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s.
Wow.
And he's got a bunch of stage points. I thought I was going to bake your noodle even more, but
It didn't get really baked that
it
bad.
didn't, because when I sometimes
You're like, I'm going to bake your noodle. And then it was like, well, okay, bake it, man. Bake it.
his average finish here is 6th place.
Oh.
Tyler Reddick is has the best stats and finish here of all the other current Cup Series drivers.
Okay.
Okay, so let that bake in itself.
Okay. I'll let it bake.
Okay, William Byron, because he's William Byron.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute since he's won a race.
Yeah, he needs it
So
too.
he does. He hasn't won here yet, but he's got a top 5 and a bunch of top 10s, so
Wow.
why not?
Yeah.
Let's go with the bold picks.
Okay.
And
If you're feeling bold,
if you're feeling bold,
like bold, like as in like bold spice.
bold, spicy,
Okay.
I'm going to give you a couple drivers that are not in the playoffs.
Oh.
First up is Eric Jones. Eric Jones is really good in Texas. He has 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s.
Oh.
I know. And you know what? He's been running really a lot better toward the second half of the season.
Yeah.
So Eric Jones. And then there's Joey Logano, who is very good here. He has 1 win.
Okay.
But he's also got 12 top 5s and 15 top 10s. So even if Joey Logano doesn't win, I'm thinking he's going to have a good finish.
You think these guys are really racing, though?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, the guys who aren't in it, I mean,
Eric Jones wants a win.
Yeah,
he doesn't have
does.
a win yet, so why not? And Joey Logano, same thing. Now he's probably mad that he's not in the championship, so he's probably gonna,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so you know what? I'm really torn here. I have Kyle Busch here because he has 4 wins, 14 top 5s, and 18 top 10s.
That's a lot of cowboy boots. Don't you get cowboy boots when you win the Texas?
Oh, do you?
I think you do.
I don't know.
I think so.
But here's the thing about Kyle Busch, too.
Okay.
He only has 1 DNF, which is pretty interesting. So there's a good chance that Kyle Busch could win this thing and get into the next round and just be done with it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. It's either that or the other Kyle. I'm curious about Kyle Larson, too, because it seems like he's due.
Okay, yeah.
But he's not spectacular. He's got 4 DNFs. So I mean, if you have to pick one or the other, I'd go Kyle Busch. But if you got no other choice, you can always go Larson.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. As for bonkers picks, I'm not really getting in on anybody here.
Yeah.
I mean, again, who doesn't do great here at all? Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I mean, Bubba doesn't do good here either, but Bubba also has he's got to try to do what he can to advance.
Bubba Maybe's got to get maybe in.
Yeah, so Bubba Maybe might actually have a decent shot.
Yeah, he's got to get going.
Michael McDowell has 7 DNFs here, so I don't know if I'd pick him either.
Right.
So, it's hard to do bonkers picks when it comes to the end of the season.
Yeah.
But, maybe take a pass on McDowell, Stenhouse, and, I don't know. I'm not going to say Bubba because he's got too much heart.
Right.
But,
or maybe,
I don't know. Eric Almirola?
Yeah.
Who
Tommy
knows?
2 Fingers.
Tommy 2 Fingers. Martin Truex Jr. has 6 DNFs here, by the way.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. So I wouldn't think that Martin's going to have a fantastic...
He's not in trouble, though, right?
He's not in trouble. So he might not push it. So, you know what?
Might be feeling not too well either.
Right. Yeah, I know. It might be a rough week for him.
Could be a tough week.
It could be. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over the picks. I'm going to go run down my picks one more time.
Give them a rundown.
Okay, ready? Fantasy picks for this week's race in Texas Motor Speedway. That is going to be Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, and William Byron are my brilliant picks. Eric Jones, Joey Logano, and Kyle Busch are my bold picks. Honorable mention maybe to Kyle Larson. And take a pass on Michael McDowell, Martin Truex Jr., and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. this week. And, let's hope for the best. Those are my NASCAR fantasy picks, and I am sticking to them. If you like what you're hearing, follow me on Facebook at Holly's Racing Fantasy for a little more information here and there. You can listen to the latest episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy every Friday whenever there's a Cup Series race, wherever you get your podcasts. Or subscribe to Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube for current and past episodes. Thanks. Well, that's it, John.
That is it for this week. You know what?
What?
This is episode 30.
It is episode 30.
30!
30 episodes we've
30
done.
30 episodes. I wonder how many people have listened to every single one. I know there's been, obviously, besides like our mothers.
I'm going to guess that every single one has been listened to by our mothers. Probably your brother. Mm-hmm. Probably my brother and my nephew. Mm-hmm. And my friend Kelly.
Okay.
I think she's listened to every one of them.
I think
Marlo.
Your dad and they came on a little later.
Yeah,
because they had
they came
some
on later.
smart device issues, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
We're
30
happy.
episodes.
We're happy that we have some more listeners.
Yeah.
Our friend Deanna is listening on our YouTube channel.
Yes. Hi, Deanna.
Yeah, that's a new one. And,
It's like Romper Room.
It is like romper room.
Remember romper room? It was at the end. They would like,
Yeah.
they'd say her name and stuff.
and
Like,
never,
she grabbed the mirror and she'd be like, I see
Yeah.
Lenny and Crenny and
Yeah, and they never said Holly.
they
ever,
never said
ever,
Holly. Well,
ever.
Yeah, that name was too hip for the 70s.
My mother was ahead of her time naming me
Yeah.
Holly. So, I don't care. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else I gotta tell everybody out there?
What else do you have to tell?
Do you know what?
I think I know. Wait, someone wants to get on the microphone. Go ahead.
If you or someone you know
Stop it.
has a
Get off it, woman.
has a gambling addiction,
Stop.
and if you would like help,
I don't.
then call the National
Nope.
Problem
Nope.
Gambling
Ain't got a phone.
Helpline
Can't make me do it.
at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay.
That's 1-800
Whoa.
G
1-800 You can't even say it.
GAM.
Wow, gambling's funny. Make it fun of it.
LER.
Yeah.
That's if you want help.
I don't.
I don't think you're ready.
NOPE. Nope.
We're gonna stage an intervention for gambling, guy.
No, we're not. You can't catch me.
you just
See you next year.
You just wait.
Okay.
Oh my God. So other than that,
All right, all right, I'm back.
I'm gonna tell everybody to stay happy and healthy
And safe.
and safe. Make sure you watch the race on Sunday.
Make sure you look both ways before you cross the road.
Absolutely.
Because there's lunatics out there.
There absolutely are. Tell 2 friends to listen to my podcast or to go to my YouTube channel.
Yes.
And, race on.
Race on.